So hello and welcome back to another episode of Godforsaken Customs. Going to keep it short tonight because last night there's me saying it's the same laptop. Yeah, it is on the outside, but the internals aren't the same as mine. It took literally all night to save that video, and then most of this morning to actually upload it. On mine, it looks exactly the same. It's pretty well done in 10 minutes, but yeah, I don't know really what to talk about. We're just gonna have this isn't going to be the proper costings video, but it's something we've been talking about. But first of all, the daily vlogging thing. I haven't really filmed much today. Just had to get rid of a load of shit. We whittled down the hoard and did a big dump run this morning, and then weighed in all the scrap this afternoon. I got a quick shot of the pile of scrap chucked out.
Right, so we weighed in all the scrap, boys. And that's the sum total of my pile.
So yeah, that's the big pile of scrap we got rid of. Makes the garden that little bit tidier. We've still got loads more to sort out. Weather was crap, so I didn't do any hedging today. I say hedging, we're just mullering a huge hedge, but we've got to get it down to a height that Emma's parents can work it after we've gone, because it's just ridiculous. It's been out of hand for a long time, and I'm getting on top of it as we speak. But yeah, just going through the stuff. I've got a bit of a to-do list here. We've got to sell all our bits and bobs. We've got to sell the vehicles. We've got African land snails that need a home. We can't take them with us because they're not legal in Canada as far as I'm aware, because they're an invasive species there. We've got to sort out a 2-year travel insurance, which is another cost, which is going to be about £1,500 English for the 2 years, but you've got to have the right policy. Is specific for a 2-year visa. Something we knew we were going to have to do. That's probably the best deal we can get, and still be covered for everything, because obviously we're going to be travelling. You can get specific policies set to specific locations and stuff like that, but the plans are so open we can't really do that, because obviously we're thinking about driving from one side to the other, so that ain't going to work. Other things we got to think about, I've got to contact HM Revenue and tell them I'm not going to be working here for the next 2 years. They owe me some money. Funnily enough, when the tax man owes you money, there's no quick rush for him to get it back to you. But I'm sure some of you will know that, if you ever owed them money, they'd sure tell you about it. I mean, it made me laugh. At one point, they owed me a considerable lump of money, and they started to chase me up over, well, a ridiculously small amount, whilst they were sat on thousands of pounds of mine, and sure enough, when I rang them up, can't you just take it out of that? Yeah, okay. Anyway, just getting carried away with all sorts. Cancel the car insurances, cancel the road tax, that's all online now and done through your bank, so that's all direct debits. So any other direct debits we got for phone contracts, we're going to need to buy a phone when we get there, presumably a pay-as-you-go phone. I don't know if we want to get tied to a contract. If anybody could advise me on that, because I don't know, I know it's like Rogers and stuff out there, but I don't really know much about networks and shit. We just want a basic phone that's going to work and we can ring, Emma, today, I just read the next thing on the list, which is handed notice at work. Emma, today, has handed in a notice at work. So, pretty serious now. It's only a matter of time before it all happens, and she should be finished on
3rd of March.
3rd of March, so not long now. And then obviously we'll be getting the last of everything together, and hopefully, I'm not putting any date set down yet, but yeah, as soon as possible. We've got to repair the GoPro. We've got to... I opened up the laptop earlier, and APOT sent me a link on repairing the laptop, so I actually had a really good video for taking apart laptops and stuff like that, because I wouldn't have known anything about those ribbons being clipped in or anything. I just yoinked them out. I wouldn't have known any different. So I took it all apart, I looked at it, and physically I can't see anything wrong with that socket at all, other than the fact that it's not physically glued to each side anymore, so it's loose. But all the connections are good. I can't find any obvious damage of any description. That little bit of mesh I was talking about doesn't go to the socket at all. But anyway, I got to thinking, we'll test the laptop. I've got a matching one more or less here, same battery, swapped it in there, and it doesn't turn on. It did do the night that it was dropped. I mean, it was left on and it stayed on, but now since it's been turned off, it won't turn back on. So like, I don't know if that's a sign of anything or anything, but so we really need to fix that or get another one. Fix the GoPro because it's sat there doing nothing at the moment. We've got to set up a Canadian bank account, or two, whatever, and the Canadian mobile phone. We've got to book some flights, and depending on when you're going to fly in April, early April, we're looking at about 1,130 English. If you were to fly in August, you'd probably be looking at nearer 2,000 a piece. So that's not too bad. It's not as cheap a deal as we got last time, but obviously now we've got to take more baggage. Yeah, I mean, basically we've got a lot more stuff to carry, and it's a different time of year. It's coming up for a bit of a nice time of year because last time we were flying over at the very end of September, and obviously it's, you know, starting to get the start of winter and people don't really want to fly then. So that would be a flight from London Gatwick to Toronto. There is a date written here. Nothing's booked yet, but you know, it's so exciting, but I can't really talk about it at the moment. But yeah, covered the insurance, covered the flights. And then I suppose another thing we're going to have to do when we get there, by no means is this the comprehensive list, it's just the list I've got beside me at the moment. We've got several lists going around. Going to need to buy a vehicle, and one thing we were looking at was obviously going out to BC, we're going to need a four-wheel drive something. We're also talking about driving from one side of the country to the other, maybe over 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know what's going to end up happening. Depends, you know, on a lot of different things. But I noticed on Kijiji that you can pick up like I don't know what you'd call them. They're like a camper unit for like 2 people that you just plop into the bed of a pickup truck, and it just sort of overhangs the truck. Not like a fifth wheel or anything like that, but I've seen those like pretty reasonably priced, and I mean, for me, I consider like $600 for something like that to be like a very good investment. I know for a fact here that if you were to buy one, they're astronomical money because we just don't have them here. I mean, obviously I'm talking about an older model. If we had to do some work to it, we'd have to do some work to it, but I'm all about that. I mean, fuck me, we drive 26-year-old Daihatsus, and, you know, I don't have new stuff. I have old stuff that works and I can keep working, you know, and that's the way we kind of work with everything. So if we had something like that, it would be ideal, because then potentially if at any point we did need to live in it or whatever goes on, we've got somewhere to live as well, you know. It's not big, nothing special, but it would be all we needed just for the 2 of us, somewhere we can cook, eat, sleep, wash, you know, go to the toilet or crap in a bush, like I said. But yeah, there is numerous other things coming up by the minute that we've got to think about paying for. Like I said, we do have money put back for all these things. The only thing that like the support things go into at the moment is going to be the actual road trip and, you know, that part of it. Like I said, if that doesn't happen, we'll just drive it in 3 days or however long it takes to do it, and that'll be fine. I will say the PayPal account's not even been open very long yet, and there's already been a very sizable donation, and I'd like to thank you from the both of us, from the bottom of our hearts. You know you are, brother. We really appreciate that, and that's staying in the pot, and we will put that to good use. So you specifically, if there's anything you'd like to see between Ontario and BC, please let us know and we will make it happen for you. But yeah, big things are coming, good things. It's getting really exciting now because we are like whittling down through our crap, and I know I keep saying it's a lot, but like each time we do it, it seems like an awful lot less. And you look round and there's one less job to do off the list, and yeah, we're gathering momentum by the minute. Not much of a video tonight, I admit, but like I can't really be doing editing and stuff at the moment because it's just a friggin' nightmare with this laptop. I don't know what the specs are on this one compared to my one, but like it's just not the same machine. It's serving a purpose. It's just hard work, you know. I sat up till about 1:30 last night, and then I just gave up and I thought, sod it, I'll leave it. When I woke up this morning, it's just about finished. So yeah, anyway, I don't know what else we're going to talk about. Can you think of anything, Emma?
Did you want to mention that the PayPal, when they click the link, it's got my name on it, so if anyone's wondering.
Oh, that's one thing to note. Yeah, if you do use the PayPal link at all, it's got Emma's name on it, but that's because we can't. Otherwise, we've got to set up another bank account with Godforsaken Customs, and it was just easier this way. And my name doesn't go on any paperwork.
So, yeah.
For whatever reason. Yeah, just I don't deal with that side of things. There's very little paperwork to me, if I can. Yeah. Anyway, huge love, guys. Thanks for coming with us. I'm not usually doing this sort of stuff, but if anybody is looking forward to the journey or anything like that, please share, rate, comment, subscribe, all those things. We are trying to build the little channel up, and we'd like to share our journey with as many of you as possible. It's going to be a big and exciting journey, life-changing for us, and we'd like to share every minute with you. So far, we've enjoyed sharing every minute with you, and the journey's just beginning. So yeah, big things are coming. Big Canadian adventure. Keep an eye out for it. Godforsaken Customs. Huge love, everybody. Cheers.
You missed it. It's a hoopy hoop. How did it get there? Yes, you did. Is that nice?
That's how we clear up the